Yo, what's up, everybody? Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're watching me from, DB right here. Today, we're going to be talking about something that is very, very important that should be told or advice that should be given to our young people, especially the Gen Z, people who have not yet acquired good skill, secure job, who has nothing, who has not gotten a responsibility. So I think it's important to give them proper advice so that they will know that being a man or woman no be beans. They have to buckle up, they have to be serious, they have to devote their time for a better things. So very, very soon we'll be having our guest that will give us call shortly when he's ready.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Victor Kolade Adobajale. Concerning the situation whereby people feel uh, their children immediately after secondary school or maybe after clocking 18, they are free to do whatever they want or they can actually leave them to make decisions for themselves. I see it in this is my own humble opinion. I see it in different ways. Um, a parent or guardian is expected to have been uh, watching over and observing a child or their children for a couple of years. And while observing the children, I believe we were born differently and we have different personalities. Even when we have twins, even despite the fact that they are identical, they still have attributes that are different from each other. One thing I understand is that people have different personalities and attributes. So there are some young people that uh, they should not even make decisions for themselves even years after 18, probably because of maybe genetic makeup, biological makeup, or the environment and society where they grew up. There are people that have grown up from a society where uh, they shouldn't, maybe fine. I wouldn't say trench is because we all understand that as fingers are not equal, but then there are still some society that are not positively impacting many of the constituents or residents. So a person who has grown up from that area, leaving the person to make decision for himself or herself can be detrimental to the person, to anybody around the surrounding and the society. So, and we also have some people that maybe the parents have been watching them and they feel like, "Okay, this person is smart, this person has been actually making good decisions right from childhood, bringing idealistic opinions to the family." These people should not be totally left, but they should be allowed to exercise their uh, uh, God given intelligence. Now, what I'm trying to say is this: there are some people, because I'm a kind of person that I like young people around me, and I observe. I have been a teacher for a couple of years, and I love impacting knowledge. So I observe people a lot. There are some of my pupils that whenever I observe them, I feel okay. This person, despite the fact that this person is probably talking too much, I wouldn't want to um, shun this particular pupil off because we don't know what this person is going to be in the future. There are some people that they just like to talk, and the more they talk, the more you gain something from them. So those kind of people, if you shun them, you might not be able to. It can affect their self-esteem. I know of a very young girl, a 4-year-old girl. She's very very inquisitive. Even sometimes when she asks you questions, she can ask you like 10 questions within 5 minutes. You just have to keep answering her. And the reason we allow her is because we don't want to restrict her from building her self-esteem. We understand the power of self-esteem in the society. A lot of people are now grown-ups, but they don't have that boldness around their colleagues because they have been shown when they were young. But then that doesn't mean that young people, or let me say people below 18 particularly, can make decisions for themselves. That is why parents are expected to be the guardian of their words. Even scripture supports that the children are heritage of God, but then parents are the guardian to the heritage of God. So it is important that parents always guard the steps of their children, particularly people that are below 18. So now, understanding the kind of child you have, you know that okay, this kind of child I have is very, very idealistic. This person brings ideas to the family, brings beautiful opinions. At some time, you allow that person to actually push out a decision, then you as a parent or as a guardian, you now observe the decision and say, okay, these are the advantages of this decision, these are the disadvantages of, then you now weigh your options and you make a unified decision for that kind of person. But there are some children that also you allow everybody to exercise their franchise or to exercise their ideas, but then you totally have to ensure you make decisions for them until they reach certain biological build-up. And when I say biological build-up, it's like mental wellness, because there are some people that are suffering from one mental illness or the other. So those kind of people, you can't say because this person is actually 18 years, I can leave this person to make decision for himself or herself. So it is important that firstly, parents and guardians should observe the kind of children that is in their custody, the kind of child or children that are in their custody. So if you observe the kind of child, then you know this person should be allowed. Let us look at our legends of today, people who are building software systems, people who are building hardware systems. If they weren't allowed to actually make some decisions, to take some steps, they wouldn't have even made whatever we are enjoying today. Let us look at technology. We have AI, we have computer, we have laptop, we have television. Some people have taken their time to set themselves away from other people's decision and focus strictly on their own decision. So, but then with the guardian of people who have better experience around them. So it is important that we help people to nurture what decision they have or what idea they have. But then at all times, people that are guardians or are parents should always scrutinize whatever is going to be the output of that decision. So basically, there is no particular age to when a child should be left to make decisions for himself. Legally, an adult starts from the age 18, but then there are still situations, understanding the kind of person you are dealing with, there are still situations that you should still make some certain decisions for someone who's even above 18 years. So it is first thing is that you understand the kind of person or the kind of child or the kind of children you are dealing with. When you understand this kind of person, you now know the percentage at which you now share the decision making. If you are going to make it 80-20, if you are going to make it 50-50 with your, then it is dependent on your understanding of that person. That okay, this person has always been idealistic. Let me allow this person to make 60% of decision. Then I guard the person with 40% of experience. Thank you.
Wow, wow, this is a brilliant explanation. And I would say thank you so much, Mr. Victor. I really appreciate having you right on the show for today. You really impresses me, and I believe that whoever that have opportunity to listen to this will give kudos to you. So that's the end of this show for today. I want to say like the channel, subscribe, and let's give Mr. Victor a round of applause.